Yeah, but yeah, man, nah. So like the last like couple days, like really thinking about forgiveness. God dang, man, my Achilles hurt. So forgiveness, right? I would say forgiveness is like by far easiest, like one of the roughest things because see, like with me, forgiveness is rough because I hold on to things like forever. So forgiving somebody is like different. I mean, that's different for me to be able to like forgive somebody because I don't necessarily I wouldn't say it's not that I don't want to, but it's hard for me to go when I say lower, that's what it seems like, go lower than the next person, but you need to unlearn that because the world that we're raised in, right, goes against all that. It's kind of it's always get your lick back, you know, and that's kind of how I was raised, and that's kind of how you always. Well, I just feel like it was, bred that like that, because yeah, somebody do something to you, you do something back to them. Period. Period. That's it. Now, I would say that that wasn't, the best way to be taught, but I mean that's why I'm branching off from my family in the way that they teach things. Um, yeah, man, nah, it's I had to really go into that and why I hold on to those issues. Yeah, it's what it is. It is a deep down lack of forgiveness. That's what it is, And like thinking about it, God's not gonna forgive you if you're not forgiving the people that wronged you. He says that like throughout the Bible. So there's that part. You don't yeah, you don't want to be going against what he be saying. You really don't. Because I tell you, it's gonna be a time, right, where the people that need you or the people that wronged you, and he talks about this in the Bible too. The people that wronged you and the people that don't like you, they're gonna have to watch you sit at the table and eat. And I mean, just in my walk, I've noticed in my walk, it's been it's been that, you know. Granted, yeah, my walk is different, and people aren't gonna respect your walk. Period. They're not because I feel that a lot of people are still set in tradition, and I'm not necessarily following tradition. I'm branching off. Now I feel like it's funny. I had this crazy dream, and it was a specific person in this dream. Dang, already. But it was a specific person in this dream, right? And then I'm uh I'm doing all these things, and then this person does some crazy stuff, right? It snatches my chain, and in my brain I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shoot him. And I'm like, no, that's material stuff, right? Like, and this is me thinking in my dream, and this is material things, and why would I throw my life away for pretty much nothing? 'Cause this is nothing. I mean, it's probably It probably is, you know, probably is some grands, but still, that ain't. It's not worth being free and all the things that I have going on. It's not. And then when he snatched the chain, right, it broke into 6 pieces. So what I've really been trying to figure out, right, is, well, when you snatch a chain, it comes off in one piece. It's going to be one piece, period. Um, nothing. But yeah, no, man. For anyways, I'm trying to figure out what the 6 chains were that broke. Because even if it's one chain, it broke into 6 pieces. So what are those 6 things? I know lust is one. But I mean that's the only one I can think of. But I mean I was also, trying to break a lot of things. A lot of folks gonna be understanding it. But I'll tell you what, I know my walk is different. I know my family don't dig it. But I think it's also a lack of understanding. And because I'm doing the things right, I'm doing my walk the way I'm doing it, and it goes against what their tradition. It's foreign to me. I don't like it. People don't like change, period. So, you know, when somebody that is, because I didn't realize how important I was to my family until I branched off, and then it's looking like something different, you know. That's what it is. I'm completely cutting out what my family is doing because I don't see it. And then when you look at wealth, right? Because that was something Pastor was talking about, uh, generational wealth and wealth in the Bible and things like that. When I look at my family, I don't see a lot of wealth, and that's real. Now, you see wealth that's built in worldly standards, and with wealth being built in worldly standards and not the way it's supposed to be built, that's going to be gone in a generation, period. And then especially when you have, well, I wouldn't even necessarily call it wealth. I would just call it money. Because say you have a whole bunch of, it just goes back into not having nothing, right? Because you're gonna have a generation or a household, right, that didn't have to work for this, whatever it is, the money or the house or houses or whatever, right? So you take that, and then the person that worked so hard to accumulate all these things, and say they're not right, and I mean, when I mean right now, I mean right with the Lord. Because if the money and the wealth, right, that was generated, that is not of God, I tell you, it will be gone in a generation. Well,